Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Not for real, but I have this wig right here, and I've dyed it blonde twice, brown 3 times, black 3 times. Me and my sister, and it just won't dye. I don't know why, but I've heard of this what is it called, watercoloring method, where you use hot water in a bowl or a container or something, and you just pour whatever dye you're going to use. I have the Adore French cognac, French cognac, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to either get the water extremely hot or boil it to a point to where it's not going to melt the hair, and then you pour this in and you test it on a piece of tissue or something first, and then you dip the wig in there, let it sit for 2 to 5 minutes, pull it out, and the color should completely change. Seeing that it's already a blonde wig, we're going to see how that turns out, but seeing that I've dyed it a few times, it might be a fail. If it does fail, I will throw this away and I will do it again with some more hair I'm going to get later on, but for now we're going to test it with the hair I don't really use, because if y'all seen that meme with the cat with the watermelon head with the, yeah, that's how this looks. Watch. And it has combs where you can clip it into your hair or whatever. So, and it was cute when I first wore it, but I wore it like 2 or 3 times and that was it. And it's like the more you wear it, the funnier it looks. So what we're gonna do is dye it, and if it does not come out right, I am just going to throw this away. Start with some 613 hair. If you don't have 613 hair, you can always use another wig, like human hair wig, and you can use BW developer as well as 30 or 40 solution, and you can mix that together to a pancake paste, and you can dye this blonde and then do the watercoloring method. I'm not gonna do that with that hair because that hair was like $300 or $400 and I had it almost a year now, but I will order some hair and I can do the blonde as well as black or brown hair. So just let me know what you want to see in the comments down below and I will do that for you. But for now, let's get into this. And y'all see my growth process? I was bald, like literally my hair was like this long, but look at that little strand. If I pull it, boom. Y'all see that? Trust the shrinkage, trust it. If it's shrinking and it's looking crazy, so what? Pull that baby out. Keep it watered, oiled, conditioned, and it shall grow. Boom. So anyway, let's get into the video. And PSA, do not use a pot or pan that you will be cooking and eating out of. That's gross. Use a plastic container, a bowl, one of them little dollar store storage bins, whatever. I have a storage bin, but it actually has, well, I can use that. Yeah, I can use that. I can take my wigs out because they're all in bags, and I can just throw that in there. So we're going to use the plastic bin. You don't need a huge bin like those YouTubers are using bins that's like super huge. Be basic. Basics always, man. No, I'm just playing. That was super creepy, but yeah. You don't gotta be super. So as you can see, this thing, my faucet water actually gets really hot. I'm just gonna fill this up a little bit. that should be enough because I still actually have water boiling, but only enough to where you can see the bubbles. You don't need it super, super hot, so I'm going to turn that off. We're going to take this. As you can see, you can hear it. We're going to pour that in as well, but be very careful because it can be super hot and it can splash on you. As you can see, that's really hot and I don't want to drop it, so hold on. Let's see. That's in there, and then I don't really have a lot of this left. That's why I turned it upside down. So we're going to go ahead and open that and just pour it in. You don't really need that much, they say, so I'm guessing this is enough. Go ahead and close that. And we have a lot of butter knives, so I can actually throw this one away. But we're just gonna stir that up until it's all dissolved.
You're cooking, Chloe?
Go sit down.
What are you making?
Go sit down. It's hot. Go sit down.
What? What is that?
And they say once you dip it that the hair absorbs the color and the water will turn clear once it's done correctly. So we are going to see, and it absorbs fast. So if you're not going to do ombre, you have to put the hair all in at one time. So let's go ahead and put that in. And because it's hot, I'm using the butter knife. I'm going to go ahead and push this all the way down in there. Make sure all of it gets in there. And as you can see the color. So hopefully this works where I can keep my little wig, because this is like my going out wig. Michelle A, my alias, which used to be my name for my channel, but I switched it back to Luxury. I don't know, I'm just more on a more luxurious part of my life, so. You can see it's kind of taking. So I'm gonna let that sit. And what I am gonna do is boil a little bit more water so that the hair is underneath the water. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish the last of that inside. So let's get to that. That's it, and then I'm gonna try and. Yes, I'm recording with my phone, that's why it's super shaky, but not all YouTubers are expensive, so. Your phone works just fine, dolls and doggies. Like Amber Show say, broke bitch on a budget. You can do the same thing they do because they're doing it on a budget anyway. Little do you know. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Okay, so we don't want this too hot. You can see the bubbles at the bottom, so that should be fine. Pour that in there. Pour some more of this in there. Because it's the end of the bottle, I'm gonna absorb some of the water in it and kind of squeeze that back out onto the hair. Mix that in. And seeing that it's working, I think I am really gonna order some blonde hair off Amazon or AliExpress. Some 613. And if you do get blonde or silver, make sure you get a purple shampoo. If not, get a non-sulfur neutralizing shampoo. That way the color doesn't bleed through. And if you're not doing a wig, which is this here, and you're doing bundles and you have a frontal or a closure, make sure you spray the bottom of the closure with Got to Be Freeze spray, as well as once it dries, it does not stain the lace, so that should be fine. And then you should be good because it shouldn't bleed through. If you hear anything in the background, that's my son with his cartoons and my disabled brother watching The Price is Right, so deal with it. They say it's a 5-minute process, but that's because they edit the videos to be like 5 minutes. It really takes like 10 to 15 minutes if you're doing it for the first time, which I am. And if you're a pro at it, it may take a little shorter, but for the most part, it's really a short process. You don't have to worry about sitting and dying for 30 to an hour to 2 or 3 hours at a time, because it's no longer blonde. It's more of a dark brown, orangish, which is this French color here. So, no, I'm not a pro. I am not an expert. I'm just going off of what I've seen on YouTube. Make sure you wear gloves because my fingers are orange. Now, like the other YouTubers, I am shocked because yes, my fingers are orange, but it completely covers every strand of the hair. Like, you don't have to sit there and brush the BW 3040 developer on each strand because it just soaks and it absorbs. This whole wig is dyed literally less than 5 minutes, but the process of getting everything together and all of that takes a little bit longer, but it seriously colored this hair in 5 minutes. I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 more just to be sure, and then I'll be back with the end result. So I'm going to pour this out down the drain. Hopefully it doesn't stain the sink and my mom will close it. After that first rinse, it doesn't really rinse anymore, which is good. And the conditioner is a really thick conditioner, so it does hold. And what I do is I put some in the hair and I wash it straight out. And then I go back with a little bit more. I sanitize it. and I leave it in there. So I fold it again. And I leave it to air dry. Some of the color did come off, but it still dyed it pretty darker than what it was. It's more of like a rusty orange than it is blonde. So I'm gonna let this dry and then I'll show you guys what it looks like on my head. So because I have somewhere to be, I'm gonna blow dry it on high. She cute, but she brand new. All my other ones got faces. I'm gonna leave her blank. And I'm gonna call her Rosie, which is my angel, my grandma. So, we're gonna put this on Rosie. So this is the end of the video. My hair is dry. We're gonna go ahead and put this on. We are going to take her, who's fully dry, and we are going to clamp her in on the back, the front, clamp that. And I have my fox freckles. Deuces. Love you guys. Make sure to click down below, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.